Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you want to learn how to make this beautiful princess darted gown with box pleats, please keep on watching. Now we're going to be starting with our front pattern. The first thing that I did was to just rule my starting line. Next is to take your shoulder divided by 2. So my client's shoulder is 16 divided by 2, 8. Next is to mark my neck width, which is 3 inches, okay? I'll come down to my shoulder and I'll come down by 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope, okay? I'm going to connect this back to my neck width. Now, normally most people use 1 inch, but I'm going to be making use of 1.5 inches. I've been using this for a while and the fitting is really nice. Now for my armhole, normally to get your armhole is your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5. But because I came down by 1.5 for my shoulder slope, I'm going to be adding extra 1 inch, okay? So now to get my armhole, which is also like my chest line, I'm going to be doing my bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5 plus extra 1 inch. All right, just so that my armhole line will not be too short. Now under my chest line, I'm going to head to mark my shoulder width again, just so that I can bring down this my armhole line and it would be on a straight line, okay? Now I'm going to head to get my chest line. Now on my armhole line, I'm going to go ahead and go up by 3 inches. So right there, I'm going to go in by 0.75 inches. I'm going to connect from my shoulder slope down to that point where I went in by 0.75. And then I'm going to just rule a curve that would just go down towards the chest line. That way, I've gotten my armhole curve. Very, very simple. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to just take my vertical measurements from my shoulder to my bust point, which is 10 inches. Shoulder to my under bust point, which is 14 inches. Shoulder to my waist, which is 18 inches. Yeah, so I'm going to mark that all around and just rule out my lines. Now I'm just going to go ahead and label this. This is my chest line, bust point, under bust point, and my waist. The next thing I'm going to do is to take from my waist to my hip, which is 9 inches. Now, guys, note that this gown has box pleats, okay? So the length I'm going to be working with here is minus the length of the pleats. So you want to minus your whole gown length from the length of the pleats, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is to take my nipple to nipple measurements, which is 4 inches, all right? I'm going to mark that from my bust line down to the hip line, okay? Down to the hip line. Then just go ahead and rule a straight line across. Next is to take in our darts, all right? So on my underbust, I will know that this is a princess dart, okay? So on my underbust, I'm going to go in by 0.5. On my waist, I'm going to also go in by 0.5. On the part going towards the center front, right? Then from my bust line, I'm going to come down by 0.5 because you don't want this to be showing pointies on that bust line. So come down by 0.5 from your bust line, all right? So that when you're done with sewing this, it's just smooth on that bust line area. All right, so go ahead and connect your dots and then just rule this down to the hip line. Okay, so now on the side of the dart going towards the side, you can see where I'm pointing at. You want to go out by 1.5 inches, okay? So you can see what I'm doing. I'm going up by 1.5 inches on my under bust line and also on my waist line. Now, from the under bust line, you want to use a curve and connect back to your bust line. So you can see how I'm placing my curve. I'm going to connect from my under bust line to my bust line, like so. And then with a straight line, connect from your under bust down to your waist, and then connect that back to your hip line. All right, now the next thing you want to do is on your armhole line, find the middle point. And when you find the middle point, on your armhole line. And then from there, we're going to be using a curve to connect that back to our bust pan line or our nipple to nipple line. All right. So I'm just trying to make sure that this is my middle. Then I'm going to be using this curve to connect. You can see how I place my curve, not too curvy, like not too curvy, okay? So you can see what it's looking like. So you want to connect that um back to that point where you came down by 0.5 inches on your bust line, okay? Now, the next thing you want to do on your armhole line is come down by 1 inch and connect a second curve. So I came down by 1 inch from the first curve and I just did a second curve. And then you want to extend this curve for by 2 inches so that when you're done with sewing, one side will not be shorter than one side, all right? The two sides would meet up, all right? So you want to extend this other second curve. Now for the neckline, please watch closely. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down by 3 inches, all right? Then I'm going to connect just like as though you are trying to do like a normal neckline, okay? So come down by 3 inches and connect like so. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to go in from the center front. I'm going to go in by 1 inch. I'm going to go in by 1 inch. So you can see now I'm going to be using a curve. I want you to look at the style that the model is wearing. You can see how the neck is curved. So you want to, by now you should have measured like how low you want the neck to be, okay? So this curve is going to go down to the points like of how low you want the neckline to be, okay? So you can see how I'm trying to place my curve to get the shape, the exact same shape the model is wearing, okay? So you want to connect your curve from this point we went in by 1 inch down to um the deepness of the neckline, okay, guys? Please, if you have any questions, please do ask me on the comment section, okay? So now we have this. The next thing we're going to do is to take our round measurements. Now, guys, if you look at this design or this style, you would see that it has zip at the center front. I think I forgot to even take out my zip. So I just put add zipper allowance so that I will remember when I'm cutting directly on my fabric, okay? So please, you want to do this as well. Or if you put zip before drafting out your pattern, then that's really nice. But if you did not, please just write add zip so that when you're cutting this on your fabric, you would remember to like add zip at that center front area. There is no zip at the back, there is zip at the center front, okay? So what I'm doing basically now is to just take my round measurements, and then when I'm done, I would go ahead and shape this out. And please don't forget to replace your darts because we're going to be cutting out these darts. So remember to replace your darts after taking your round measurements, okay? Now, guys, next thing I'm going to do is to take my side dart, all right? So your side dart is just basically difference between your front waist length and your back waist length. Now, the box split of this gown, this particular one I'm making, is not going to start directly on the hip, okay? So I'm going to just go down by 2 inches, right? So the pleats are going to start 2 inches from my hip. If you want this to start directly on your hip, that is still fine. But this particular one is going to start 2 inches after the hip. So you can see I just went down by 2 inches from my hip. And I'm just trying to extend my dart line and also the side line, okay? Now, I'm just going ahead now to replace my darts because I did not replace that when I took my round measurements, okay? So if you did that already, there's no need to do this, okay? And if you didn't do it, please go ahead and replace your darts. So there is no seam allowance on this pattern. When we are cutting on our fabric, we're going to be adding our seam allowance. Now, guys, we are basically done with our front pattern. Very simple, right? Now, the next thing you want to do is to just go ahead and cut this out. And please be careful when you are cutting. You can just try to watch carefully and see the lines I'm cutting on, all right? So guys, if you notice that you have like a pointed edge after cutting out your curve, like on this my side front, on that curved part, you can see that it is a bit pointed. Please just go ahead and shape out that point. It's not going to affect the measurement. It's not going to affect anything. Okay, it's going to even help eliminate um bad shaping when you are done with sewing it. So please go ahead and trim out that pointed edge. Okay, now we are to the back pattern. I've gone ahead to rule my starting line. The next thing I'm going to do is to just take my vertical measurements. So I'm going to go ahead and take my chest line, which I already calculated. Then next thing to do is to take my waistline, which is 16 for the back. For the front, it was 18. So I'm going to mark that and just rule my straight lines. And I'm going to go ahead and label. This is my chest line and my waist line. Next thing I'm going to do is to take from my waist to my hip, which is 9 inches. So I am not taking my bust point line or my under bust line here because there is no bust at the back. You understand? So we only need just our shoulder line, chest line, waistline, and our hip line. All right. Now, guys, next thing I'm going to do is to just take my shoulder divided by 2. My client's shoulder measurement is 16 divided by 2, 8. So I just went ahead to mark 8 inches right there. Then for the neck width, I'm going to as well take 3 inches because I took 3 inches for the front. So I'm taking 3 inches as well for the back. Now for the back shoulder slope, I'm taking 1 inch. So I use 1.5 for my front shoulder slope and I use 1 inch for my back shoulder slope. Guys, you want to try this out, okay? Now I'm just going to go ahead and bring down my armhole line, and as usual I'm just marking my shoulder right there on my chest line just so that my line would be on a straight line. Really, that's all. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to take my armhole curve, and for the back I'm going to get the middle point of this armhole line. So you just want to measure what you have for your back armhole line and just get the middle point. So right there is the middle point for mine. Then from there, I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch. Okay. So you will see that the way I get my armhole curve for the front and back is quite different. I might just make a tutorial on how to draft a basic bodice, the one that I currently use. All right. So I might just do that for you guys. Okay. Now for the neck depth, I just came down by 1 inch because the neck for the back is going to be high. Okay. Now I'm going to connect from the wideness, from the neck round, sorry, to the neck depth. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is to take our darts for the back. So the back is also going to be having this princess dart line. Okay. So what I'm going to do is from my chest line, I'm going to take my bust span or my nipple to nipple measurement. So I'm marking 4 inches from my chest line, and it's going to run from my, I'm going to mark it, or I'm marking it on my chest line, my waistline, and also my hip line as well. Guys, I don't know why I was using a pencil here, but please try to zoom in if you can't see what I'm doing, okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to take in my darts. So on the waistline, I'm going to just go in by 1/2 inch on both sides. That's basically all we are doing for the back. And then from the chest line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. So you want to come down by 1 inch from your chest line, okay? Then from that point, you just want to connect down to your waist. Now, the next thing you want to do is to just connect this down to your hip as well, just like we did for the front pattern, okay? Now, guys, you can see that making this gown is really very simple. Like, the technique you need to have here is to just learn how to make a princess dart, and you are good to go, really. And also the box splits as well. Now you want to, from the middle point of your armhole, you want to also use a curve. I'm going to be using a curve to connect to my nipple to nipple line. So this curve is going down to that point where I came down by 1 inch from the chest line. So you can see right where the curve is meeting the bust pan line, okay? So make sure to also extend this curve. Make sure to also extend this curve outside so that when you are done with sewing in the center back and the side back, it's going to meet up at the armhole line. One is not going to be shorter than the other. Now, what I did here was to just rule another curve because I was thinking this first one is too curvy. All right. So please do not make it too curvy, especially the back. You don't want it to be too curvy. After sewing this, you want it to come out really flat and nice because it's the back. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, or what I'm going ahead to do currently, is to just take my round measurements and of course to replace my darts as well. Now, just like I did for the front, I'm also coming down by 2 inches, okay? So my box pleats do not start from directly on my hip. They're going to start like 2 inches below my hip, okay? Now, just go ahead and extend my dart line or my bust band line and also my side line. Now, the front has a zip in the front, so the back has no zip. So I just made this mark here to indicate that I'm going to be cutting this on fold, okay? Now we're basically done with the back, drafting out the back pattern of these clothes, and you can see that this is very, very simple to make or to draft. Yeah. So guys, you can see what the back pattern is looking like. So when I'm cutting on my fabric, I'm going to add my seam allowance and also, I'm going to add my seam allowance basically. So you can see I've already gone ahead I'm done with making this coat basically. So I'm going to be posting the sewing tutorial next. So guys, please do subscribe, engage, comment, like, and if you want to see more of this kind of videos, please subscribe, okay? I'm going to be posting the sewing tutorial of this gown, and I hope you love what you see. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Bye.